Hello, right. Give me one sec, and then we're gonna start. So I've created my character, and I've just done like a couple of quests. I just need to. Right. That's not a bad spell. What's this ward do? So playing as a Nord, it was between Nord and Khajiit. So I was like, obviously, Khajiit does end up Khajiit ends up rocking more DPS, but obviously the Nord is more tanky. So it was like trying to think of how to go about because I'm mainly like playing solo. Probably wouldn't miss that guy so much. So it was more of
Don't believe her lies.
how do I go about making the perfect build for like solo content. I'm going to be going dual wield as well. So I'm also going full stamina. So I was like, I could go Khajiit because I do more damage. But obviously early on, that's not really going to affect me that much. So early on, obviously I know like later game, I might be a bit better off going as Khajiit because obviously I'll get more damage. But like, naturally as a Nord, I gain extra tankiness because I gain health. Obviously I know that Khajiit gains like everything, so you get health, stamina, and magic. Whereas obviously this guy I get extra stamina and health, but it turns out to be a little bit more. But then he gets the resistances, which can roughly relate to around a 6% increase in defense. So like harder like bosses and shit, I can fight easier without dying. So it was more just kind of which would be the best to go as out of a Nord and a Khajiit. So I decided to go Nord because I was like, well, the tankiness is just kind of helping like, early on as well. Whereas, I'm not saying that crit damage won't help, but I feel like it's not going to be like as huge early on as what the extra tankiness is. Plus, seeing as I'm going for damage anyway, so that's kind of like the main thing I'm going for. Having that extra tankiness one, that can just help me do more damage anyway because I'm staying alive instead of like having to fucking.
Pain lies ahead. Turn back, master.
This one does not answer. Well, sir, that's her. It's the lying spirit.
The flame is lit. Don't listen to her. I showed you.
Of course.
The flame is lit.
Let's burn the books.
Master, no! The flames burn us!
I'm certain.
It hurts!
So now we can already start like the world. But I also wanted to do this quest. So now we can use the induced scalpel. We also gain a little bit more health. And now we have the wield. So we want medium. Huh? I'm not using any points until certain points, and you'll see why eventually. Let me just figure out what I actually need properly for this. Molten weapons is actually good. That can go to R1. And then I guess draconic. I will go with the talents because I kind of need. To level that up, so because that's like got my heal in it. So I don't need both over there. I didn't reassign this, did I? What is it? Urban Heart, Superheated Lord. Look at my weapons now, they look cool. I like how it doesn't just like set your weapons on fire, it actually gives you like cool new design of your weapon. Look at that. We can do pretty fucking good. I turned away. I thought I was an enemy, leave me alone. My bad. Fucked up. I'm getting attacked by a guard. Doing some solid damage to be fair, early on. Molten weapons buff actually helps quite a bit, doesn't it? We'll have to fucking come to Mistral eventually.
Hold, Walker! You've been caught committing crimes against society. Very satisfactory.
Yeah, I didn't mean to either. I can be upstanding, I paid my bond. I want to grab this way shrine. Let me customize my character. Collections. Appearance. Thought I had a polymorph. I thought I had a fucking, yeah. I mean, obviously I don't, but I thought it's fine. Skins, body mass, costumes, which is good. Do we want this? Nah, we want to look like, we want to look the part. We're like some fucking mythological like Nord dude they'll be able to turn into a werewolf. So we want to like look the part. And it could be like a Knight of the Flame, a Lion Guard Knight, a Lion Guard Elite. Usually got Lion Guard Elite. Don't want to be a mage. I don't really like that. I always use that anyway. I feel like for now we'll rock this. We might end up changing. Level 4, dude. Right. We're not going to speak to Rosamund yet. We'll probably end up coming back to Minstrel anyway. Minstrel. So what we want is to find Hazek's Hollow. We want to do that. I mean, this is a quest you've got to do anyway.
Cat's Eye Key. Would you listen to these bumpkins?
Cat's Eye Key.
Who says key?
We discover it without going in. No. We get into it without opening the door. Yes, we discovered it as well. So Hazek's Hollow is over there.
Have you... Gary hasn't learned.
Fist of Falmar. So we're gonna have to go into. Hello there. We're just running through. We're gonna do a bit of quests and grinding, make it less miserable. Damn, can't get up there. I'll go this way. Cool. I've been in here, but I never knew it was like a quest anymore. I've never done the Hazard's Hollow quest. I got to dive before going through. So we're doing pretty solid damage, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the new move, the new rework stuff. Dragon Knight, cool. It's good, definitely is good. I actually quite like the dragons version. So then you've got this fucking whip, which can fucking do a lot, apparently. Jesus Christ. So I've never actually been in Hazak Black. I don't think.
Now is the time.
Kill Hazak. Where the fuck is Hazak then? You want to kill a dude that's not here? Or is it like one of the bosses that someone must have done not too long ago? He's not spawned in. Because someone killed him. Might be. Which I kind of hate, to be honest. But that's the thing. You never know, you could learn a skill. It's literally in here. Gaff one is above. I like how
Now is the time to. Now is the time to strike.
Okay, but Hazak's not there. Let me come back in a minute. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I'm on board with Dragon Knight now, actually. I mean, I like Dragon Knight anyway, but there's new rework that they've done for him, and I'm actually really loving using Molotov. It makes my fucking daggers look so cool.
You don't have the will for this, but I do, cub.
I don't know how Mother will take this.
The thing is, Lava Whip's also going to take in magic. But honestly, I kind of wish it wasn't, but I need to level up so I can put a point to my dual wield skill. I need the double slash thing. I forgot what it's called. The twin slash move. So that'll help a lot. It's mainly what I need because that adds a lot of like dot damage as well. I need to morph it for the heal because it's just the best thing to do.
I noted the ardor of the moons within you and sent you to aid Kari. That is help, yes? But I would know. Then Kari learns to stand. Agir tragic.
I'll lie to you, bro.
Kari, you did what Mother could not.
I did what I
Right,
knew
so
to
we
be
do
right, to
3 to
restore
1
our
ratio.
family's honor.
So,
You've proven
plan for
worthy of
points
our
is I'm not going to spend them
Do
until
you
I can do that
understand?
3-1 ratio.
Yes, mother.
Dual wield, we want
Dance beneath the two
flurry
moons.
and twin slash.
Taught me.
Then
So now
we
we're going to have to
must
figure
complete
out
your training.
my entire skill trees. So, right, here's where it gets tricky for what we need. So, we want twin slashes, platinum reload, fucking, I know it's over 20 seconds, but that's 6,000 bleed damage. The bleed damage is honestly really good. We want that on L1. We want flurry on square. Dragon Fire Breath is a good AoE that can go on that. Earthen Heart, we want molten weapons, that goes on R1. See, right now, we don't really need this. This will be like a second bar thing. So I don't need that. And I'm already using something to level it up. And we currently only got that. So therefore we need Lava Whip so we can level up here. We will get to Searing Strike, I think, eventually for more dot damage. And we can make a lot of like dot. So there's that. I want to put on all the armour that we've got. Medium, nice, that's good. And we've got medium here. So if we can, when we find an enemy, we'll see what damage we can do over time. With my twin slash. 1,150 a tick.
Please, a moment.
Aurelia.
Basically, dual wield is going to allow me to use a lot of like sustain. Which is going to be really good.
I tire of this. Leave or die.
I like how you like scrape your weapon on the ground as
can't be
well
good.
with
We need to get
the
those
new molten
wards
weapon
down
animation. Looks
fast.
really cool. Yeah, dual wield's gonna go fucking crazy. It's just there. 1,657.
Spider weaves the web around its prey.
Watch for undead. I'll disrupt the ward.
I'm gonna grab this sky shard. Max out that skill point I've got. Because by using flurry and also twin slash, when they're both morphed, have healing attached to them. So therefore my healing will be like actually really, good, and you'll see. Increase max health by 395. Not necessarily a lot of max health, but there you are, like this. And then I get this, which is just physical and spell resistance, which is really good. The max health, I say it might not be a lot, but it's still a bit extra health, which I'll need. And then obviously I'm going to be using 5-piece medium, 2-piece heavy. Because I want the extra stamina and stuff like that for medium armor. But otherwise, I'm going to end up being so I'm going to end up being like, and I have to like word it. You know, I'm making some type of like dot heal type build kind of thing, and just kind of. Basically, I'm going to have like a lot of survivability, like healing and shit, without really using like a healing spell. So see, Dragon Knight doesn't get like an actual healing spell. So like having the extra sustain from dual wield and stuff. So I'm not going to be a tank or a D or a healer. I am.
The cycle of the two moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier.
This end one. Or the first one.
The cycle of the two moons seems to be the key to dispersing the barrier.
I think I know. Because new moon. Waxing moonstones. Waning moonstones? No. Yeah, it was original. I thought it was. And so this one. So originally thought it was that one. I was like, is it? I can't remember.
The barrier is down. Oh, but before we proceed, if Aurelian is my master and I had little, Aurelian thought.
I think don't I ever get like a fucking. I even get a bow or a staff from doing.
We found the Morning Stone on that pedestal. Wait, that's Aurelian. Leave Aurelian for now. We have to disrupt the sun. It'll take a moment to weaken the circle. Keep the undead away from me.
But modern weapons increase skill and weapon damage. Weapon and spell damage. Yeah, weapon and spell damage by 20% for 28 seconds is like really fucking good. Makes my weapons look cool. It's working!
I'll weaken the next circle. One last circle. We can do this. We must do this. Go. Help my master. I'm right behind you.
Stay back!
Modern weapons is just cool.
Get out of my body now! Silence! None command Aldor.
very shit trap
Uldor,
in there.
I command you by the tears of the two moons, return to your prison.
Ah! That won't hold me for long.
You're Gathwin's ally, yes? Please disable these traps so she can make it to us safely. The Sinter...
Master, I know Aurelian...
We should hurry. That's madness. I've experienced... Then we should waste no more.
You can't do this, Master.
The Dominion will thrive without me.
Let him take the old man.
You! I won't wear a poisoned outfit.
I've reconsidered what our combined power can do, Uldor. I willingly give myself over.
I knew such power would tempt you. Very well.
Hurry! Place the tears of the two moons in the pedestals.
Wretched fool! I'll turn your friend to ash. You'll not leave this tomb alive.
Right, so from this we might do probably a couple more quests, but then we're obviously going to have to make this random eventually,
You
because
worthless rag!
technically it's
This
easy
tomb
to
can't
level up.
hold me forever.
Go quickly.
Like, each of them's like the same, to be honest. Like, it depends, really. People, it's like advised that you go to like level 15 and
It's done, isn't it? Forgive me. No good comes... There you go.
then you start grinding because you can have more like skills like upgrading and stuff. Whereas it's like, yeah, you can. I mean, I might as well use that. It's 2 hours of XP. Right, next level up goes into health. Is there anything we can put up here? It depends on level 7 for now, that's fine. What does the dragon fire breath do? Exhale a blast of draconic fire in front of you, dealing flying damage. Initial hit apply the burning status effect. Initial hit liquefies the armor and applying major breach to enemies for the duration, reducing physical and spell resistance. And that actually increases the damage slightly. Okay, I might better go that. Converts the ability into a channel attack that deals direct damage. That actually sounds pretty fucking good, but then it's a magicka skill. But like what? 50% each hit increases the damage to 0.5 seconds. Essentially really fucking good, to be honest. Like, I can see that being good, but then I'm going to go with this, because reducing their spell resistance is actually like really good, and that's just more damage for me as well, so... That's what I'm going to part with, and see how it ends up turning out for me. So I feel like... So let's just put more things on. 2,216, 2,600-ish. So that does work out a lot better actually. Like that actually increases my damage by quite a lot. And because it still does, so if I much as the lava, Fucking 13,000 on crit, Jesus Christ. 7,700. We'll find another Alec and then see. So the width is 7,700. $8,700. Okay. This is pretty good. I can fuck with this. I'm actually really liking this new Dragon Knight setup. I'm especially using this as well. Yeah, I can fuck with this. This is actually some good shit, to be honest. I can't really say no. I'm not even going to do this because I genuinely can't bother doing this. I want to go kill some stuff and see what I can do, like, in a group thing. Because I don't really have the heals right now. I need to get the heals by... Travel to Vocal Guard. So if we just like dip.
Stop, citizen.
Right.
There you are. You're not coming. Only you can see.
And so I don't care about the harbourage either. But I just kind of go in this direction. I'm not going to use my XP scroll yet, but I will end up using it. Basically just going to find something first. See, I might as well take the lady for now. I'm not going to actually use the lady, but...
Father, we have... There's not much... Ellen went.
Actually, we can do this. This isn't a bad step, to be honest. So the only issue, really, with like the stamina build, is that you use stamina to attack. But I suppose that's the good thing about the whip right now. I can see Magic of Dragon Knights actually being really good, especially with the channeling of the
Are you in?
thing. The Draconic Breath. Channeling ability. I can genuinely actually see that being pretty solid. Let's go talk to a Lenwin. For some reason all the way down here, nowhere near where the fuck David spoke to before, but sure. Be inside. See what other shit she ends up wanting me to do.
Curse my lot.
But that was an easy quest. 1.2k XP. Oh, it was another quest for Villain Steel. Anilin. I always thought the old Navy guys looked cool. Enter the cellar. Yeah, cellar. Modern weapons increase rank 4, let's go. I'm kind of curious on what that gets me. So I played as the old Dragon Knight. I never had a problem with the old Dragon Knight. Like, the old Dragon Knight is good. Like, it was originally the first class I ever made was a Dragon Knight. So, like, I'm a little bit more biased towards Dragon Knight as well. But now they've done this rework, I knew that I needed to test him out, and honestly, I'm genuinely impressed. Like, I think
I need help.
Help me, please.
he is
Over here. Hurry.
a pretty solid class.
Need help.
Don't leave me here.
Thank you. I'll
Like-
untie the rest. You get that gear for us.
The new animations, the new fucking like different damages that he can do and all that shit, the new spells, how they all work. It's really good. Like, look at him. It does work really well. Especially with dual wield. I like a dual wield Dragon Knight. I never went dual wield Dragon Knight. I've always gone either one-handed and shield or two-handed, but I'm like actually like loving the thought of the dual wield Dragon Knight. Like, he is like actually working well. So I know I'm like early on, so I can't really say it's like working well as such, because obviously like end game is going to become a lot more difficult and shit. And I'm gonna have to optimize my build more and stuff like that. But like, obviously you can kind of end up like sensing if you're gonna like the build or like if it's gonna end up like shining. This is one of them builds that I can see myself liking, and I can tell that it's gonna actually be like a good build. So this is a build that I actually wanna
I'm hurt.
wrap around and sort out, because I feel like this could end up being like a really good opportunity to make a build that I'm gonna like and actually wanna like use. Because I already knew, like, I've made a werewolf before the reworked werewolf before, and I liked werewolf. I've played a little bit as well of werewolf from the new stuff. So I've got a character that I've played a little bit of. And I made him a werewolf. And well, I bought werewolf ages ago. One of the things I did when I first started playing this game, I like figured out you can do a werewolf. I bought it. So no, you didn't need to. And obviously now I don't need to anyway with that. But like, werewolf was just one of them things that I was like, I love werewolves, so I'm definitely becoming a werewolf. And I enjoy playing as werewolf. Obviously back in there, it did lag. It was kind of shit, but it was fun to play as. Whereas it's like now, because the way they've redone werewolf and actually like give it so you can go like if a tank with it or a DPS with it, actually made it like made werewolves viable. I'm really on board with playing as a werewolf. It's like this character is going to be so good when it's like done up, because it's a lot of the way that I want it to be. So obviously Nord helps him with the tankiness, obviously like mythology and stuff anyway, which I like. So
Think you can trifle with the veiled inheritance and live to tell the tale?
go for it.
Justice is done. I must return to my squad. Farewell.
Above. The fucking thing is above. It was not above. How do I get up there then? Is that out that other gate then? I mean, I need to come down here anyway.
My father?
Templar's Flame. Not Traitor's Flame, I can read. I'm totally not dyslexic. I actually think I'm dyslexic. So is that this door? Takes me to the Sky Shard. I guess that's like the thing where you want to do like story missions, because it takes you to Sky Shard and shit, doesn't it? That's where you do quests. Shall we do this East Shore Isles camp? See how we do in here. Oh. Let's just hope we don't get stuck. We're fine. Oh, I don't want to delve. I thought it was like a little dungeon. With just some enemies. Is there any enemies? No. Once I've got some heals, I want to try to... Damn it, fake waterfall. Yeah, I want to try to like... Ooh, I'm going to a cave. No, that's average. The only average I've actually seen is the Daggerfall one. The Daggerfall in Stonefalls. I think it's Daggerfall, that, isn't it? It's Ebonheim. That's Ebonheim. Daggerfall is the number. Yeah. I've only seen the Ebonheim one. I might speak to this watchwoman and do this.
Hold up there.
Like main quest. Fuck no, I won't, because I fucking hate watch Captain standing. I mean, I could. Until like, yeah, actually, I can, because it'll end up taking me to one of the farming spots anyway. So, probably get a horse. collections. Mounts. I want my there's like, why not? I like how it spawns from like dirt. It's like a dirt dog. That's what I love about this mount.
Fair day. Well, what are you waiting? Queen Irene's.
So basically, my character is called Twin Claw Fenrir, which helps me with like how I wanted to build him as well. Because obviously, he's Twin Claw because he's mainly dual wield, and then so it was kind of like figuring something out, like twin something, and then obviously then he's like,
well,
I'm gonna be turned into a werewolf, so therefore that's why like Fenrir comes in. But then I also wanted like some sort of like twin something to go like with the name. So then I've come up with Twin Claw Fenrir because obviously in wolf form obviously he uses claws. So I thought his name was kind of cool, to be honest. Search it till we find it. Pretty soon it's like, oh, it's the third thing you search.
Hold it right there.
I don't want to hold it right now. It's like I'm pretty much going to have like a rotation with my build when I'm like sorted. And honestly, I reckon it's going to end up.
Tell me what you.
Like turning out to be actually like really fucking good, and I'm gonna just
kindly.
Get back! One step closer. Why should I trust? Fine.
Like, yeah. So that's not like it's gonna.
You're no god. They're coming. I know you're just a distraction. Listen closely. Veiled Heritance. They're planning an assassination attempt on the Queen at the temple. They bribed members of her staff to get the speech moved here, where they can have the captain in. No. Only what I've seen and heard. Please, you must...
Good work, citizen.
Traitors. Scum.
Shut your mouth. You're under arrest.
I live only to serve the Queen.
Sure you do. Baritale?
With pleasure.
Good work. Don't worry. He'll receive a fair trial. Good call. I have to admit...
There we are. 2k XP. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're not doing... We're not getting double XP, like the 50% XP, whatever it is. Wow, we're on. While we're doing quests, because you don't get enough XP. So, right. I kind of want to do twin slashes first, because it does equivalent to a better heal. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. It does just equivalent to a better heal. Well, we end up coming back here, so then we can get that Sky Shard later on, so I don't go allowed in yet.
I must speak with you. Ah, my errand. Stop right there. What's that in your pack?
And now...
Raz must admit, you must get... This one, imagine.
Let's go. Luckily.
This one... They don't think... Yes, as did...
Rajendar is working with the Queen.
You're not allowed.
I wonder if you can, like, choose your way in. I feel like you're not allowed there. I'm gonna try it again. If we've managed to get in, kind of awesome. I feel like you will be able to, because, like, it's got an entire fucking, like, story on it. Where you've got to... I'm gonna say no. So it does kind of have like an entire thing where you've got to... I think you could just get in here. Yeah, no, there's invisible barriers. I don't really need the lady, that's the thing. I can do this delve at some point. I'm fine doing the delve at some point. I need to go to the shops then. I need to go to the marketplace so that I can end up getting into the place. We've got to go this way. I can't wait till I can like train my mount and shit and make it faster and have more stamina. I'll get a shower in the marketplace. We might as well accept this quest. I'm not going to particularly do it right now, but...
Eshabai.
Ah, yeah. A wise purchase then.
Are you ready? Now we get to... Yeah, look, I could... I think, personally, you just have that outfit like I do from doing this quest, you should be able to put it on and it should just count as the fucking appearance anyway, so you can just get in.
Explain yourself. What are you doing here? Razumdar. Yes, I know the name. We've taken every precaution. The whole area is locked down. The guard, Captain?
A moment, Anselmo. I would hear what this one has to say.
Queen Irene, I fear for your safety. Please disregard what was said,
Razumdar was mentioned. He acts on my behalf. If you won't investigate, I will.
Apologies, my queen. As you will. You are a capable woman. But you must be wary. You, come with me.
Let me finish speaking to us.
Together.
Let's go. Temple of Ariel. See, I can determine on how quick I kill this woman. Kill all, like, her minions. Because, like... Also, I've done this before, and...
Mara, be merciful. What's happened here?
I'm sorry.
I was wrong. I tried to stop them. Watch out. On the balcony. It's
Watch out.
Estonia. It's a trap.
Selmo. I see you've met my latest toy.
Estonia? Traitor. Come down here and face me.
Our queen has betrayed us. I wanted her head. I'll settle for yours. Kill them.
First person in this game is only just fucking horrid.
So be it, Estonia.
No, not bad.
It's not over yet, Valkyrie. The Dominion won't last. The Veiled Heritance will see to that.
The Dominion will last long after your corpse cools. Now come down here and face your death.
Incompetence.
Having his whip on's actually
I'll
not
have to
that bad.
take care of you myself.
We need to report back to the Queen. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Mortal weapons can now be morphed. Wait, I can morph do twin slashes in a minute as well. Wait, what? Let's check molten weapons. So, you also gain Empower. The damage cooldown is shortened and reduces the cost of this ability. So, charge over does 20% for 30 seconds. While active, deal damage with light and heavy attacks got an additional 30 damage here. You also gain Empower for the duration, increasing the damage of heavy attacks against monsters by 100% or ignites. Increase the duration and increase the radius. 57 seconds. Charge your weapons and group allies. 28 radius, 36. Is that needed though? I mean, 57 seconds is nice, but it's 30 seconds anyway. You can just recast it. Like, I don't really think it's needed leveling up that much, to be honest. I mean, Empower's nice. You can also get Empower for the duration, increasing damage or heavy attack against monsters. But it depends on what it means by monsters. Damage, increase my armor. Okay, yeah, Dragon Knight is just tanking and stuff. Increase the amount of damage you can block. I don't really need that. Then what's this? When you apply burning, you restore magic and stamina. That's not bad. Hitting enemy off balance. But it's 5 stacks will carry away. All made by enemies. Splits the cost between magic and stamina. Activating other Dragon Knight abilities empowers your next mortal whip cast to deal high single target damage. Activating a different Dragon Knight ability while in combat grants a stack of Seething Fury up to 3 times, increasing the damage of your next mortal whip by 33% within 10 seconds. That could be good. You heal whenever you deal damage to the ability Lash. I might actually go with that. Lashing an enemy. I'm going to go with Molten Whip. See how that works. 'Cause it didn't... If I read that correctly, it just said any Dragon Knight ability. So, like, my Dragon Breath should put that up. And technically Molten Weapon should as well. I'm going to have to test that out.
Well, excellent. To be blunt.
Let's do this. Let's grab this Scotia. and I did like this. 2+1. That's fine. Might play for like another hour right now. Oh yeah. I can't fucking find where I was supposed to be going. I was having a thought. Maybe you could have just got in through this bit if you didn't know. Yeah, I did 11,000. So what does it actually say? What's in me? Activating a different dragon ability while in combat grants a stack of seething food to 3 times increasing damage on next one by 33%. So I'm kind of curious. How does it work? Do I need to cast 3 different ones for it to do the max damage as possible then? Well, like 3 different ones, but like cast a skill. I'm not starting. I guess I do. I have my heals right now, fine. Yes, I'm not like fully capable of doing this right now. That's fine. Yes, I need the heal. I do think it needs to be worded a bit better on how it works. You've got to. So I guess it basically doubles its damage, and it's like the like crux with Arcanist in a way, but like not in a good way. It's fine. So once I get my heals, I'll be fine. So obviously it turns out to be a little bit more difficult right now without like any fucking sustain.
Hydra, the anchors, you destroy them in vain.
So I've got 2 skill points. Right, so here we are. Now we might be able to start doing something. So, increase the initial damage, applies the hemorrhage stats, but reduces enemy's movement speed. So 1076. Each hit by the initial hit. You also reduce. Then you get blood crit. So whenever an enemy is damaged from an attack, you are healed. So it applies. So it does slightly more. Just 6. The bleed is 20 more. But you heal for 648 enemy anytime this ability deals damage, which is actually quite nice, especially added with Bloodthirst. So now I have sustain. I just need obviously more stamina, but that honestly works out. So if I go to inventory, go to ring, go to increase maximum health, well, I mean I guess I'll increase my maximum health. It's not, to be honest. Might actually put these on. Yeah, they do fuck all, it's these. Give me more health. This I need the Prophet's Dagger on. A little bit more money. I'll put that on eventually. But I've got some sustain now, which is good. So now I need to go to champion. Because I've got 126, I need to become like decent champion. So that's like 360-ish, 380. 300, 350, 376 is what I am. So if we got fitness, we need to figure out what we can actually do here. So we need more damage and more health. So what can we get on here? Increase armor, increase health, increase recovery. Don't really need that. Increase rating with your damage shield and damage against shield, not bad. You get 30 health recovery for 10 on you. Not actually bad on that nod. It gets decent ultimate. So I'll reduce the cost of sprint. Increase my movement speed while sprinting. That's actually important. More max health. Use your stealth detection. Reduce the cost of your damage shield abilities. I really need that. What's actually like important? Reduce the cost of breakthrough while effects. Reduce the cost of dodge roll. Dodge roll is free. What can we get on here? Increase your movement speed about 2% per stage. You know what? Let's go for some movement speed. With me needing more stamina, while sprinting you gain health and magic recovery. Whenever you kill an enemy, you gain major increasing your movement speed. Fuck it. Might as well drop this then. Before you just go for now health. I believe that's good. I need warfare, which now I know for a fact. The main thing is, I mean, we need extra stamina. That's a good shout. So we need to max this one out for definite. Right. Then we need that. So we need to increase my crit chance, which is honestly solid anyway. Might as well put all 20 points into that, and then put 50 into this. More weapon and spell damage is good. Then we also need that actually. So if we only put 25, like 20 into that, we can put 50 into that as well. Let's go to that. Let's take 15 off of this. Because now that's more damage. That's more healing, which is really good. So now we need that one on, that one on, and that one on. This one doesn't matter as much, but this one we need. Increase movement speed out of combat. Increase experience gain for skill trees. And then we can kind of just leave that. I guess for now we can run over to the lady. Pointless not. It'll just increase our resistances so we can become that bit more tankier and help with more sustain. So that's a good thing. That's something that I can't go wrong with. I mean, I don't have another boon anyway, so I might as well take one. And with being lady, I'll take more resistances. So. Which, unless I'm like min-maxing a lot more on damage, that genuinely might end up just being like the gutted thing to go with anyway. So like, if I can manage to just stick with that, that might, like, obviously say for min-maxing purposes, I would better off going for damage. But then depending on like certain things I'm doing, Lady genuinely might just end up outpacing whatever I'm doing because it gives me that extra tankiness to help with my sustain and stuff.
Or are you afraid to singe your fur tail? This one's fur.
So I reckon the lady might just be the best one to go with. For now, at least. Like it's pointless not going in for now. We've got to go in there anyway.
You look familiar. Have we met? Oh, yeah.
We call upon our honored ancestors to pass on their memory and wisdom.
Your ancestors disavow you, false one. The Veiled Queen is the rightful heir, and Norian
My
shall
queen,
end your
look
reign.
out!
Well, that could have gone better. These ceremonies... It's as I said, it must be Norian.
Careful, don't...
That heals 779. So that can do a fucking lot. If it was just like skills, I could see it being a lot better. Like I said, 17,000 people. Like I'm saying, it is a fucking good, but I feel like the way that it works, unfortunately, kind of ruins it a little bit. Like having to be like. Three different skills in combat. So it's doing a fucking lot, so it works. It's the thing that I'm like getting at, but it's like just how it works. Does it stay over for the next fight? Not really. For 10 seconds, isn't it? So I guess if you can find an enemy for 10 seconds, you can just kind of rinse it. I mean, honestly, I'm just kind of like, got to find one more stone. Why is it all over there? Why does it have to go like this? We're gonna see it. But no, yeah, the whip's actually like fine. Well, no, I've got a problem with it. It's just like how it kind of works a little bit. I guess I could have done that, but that's fine though. I definitely now have a way of doing things. Yeah, I'm on board. I think it's just kind of like wrapping my head around it a little bit. It's like the main problem. If I don't have a belt on, that works. Nice.
May the spirit of our ancestors bless us and guide us. May we honor their memories.
Skill on getting heavy hammer is good.
The ancients bless you for your prayers.
Get that movement speed a little bit.
Not until
Go for this final critical.
something's happened. You've done it.
Ornatic slippers. The light. I mean, I can have the actual weapon and spell damage for now. Yes. Nothing stop killing fuckers. You made me remember that. I don't know. They've all yelled at us and none of them even want to fight.
Protect me as I complete my prayers to the ancestors.
Egg top sulfur gold.
May
There's
the
like
ancestors bless you.
multiple things, to be honest. There. I'm probably not going to end up using the whip like later on. Like, it's fine for now.
May the ancients guide you through your days.
Like, it's working, and can't really complain about it that much.
Scatter!
May we be honored by your humble prayers and offerings.
The ritual is complete. You may go.
See that like big boost of 30% movement speed is mainly just a it'll help in dungeons kind of situation thing. $10K. But I mean, like, there is genuinely nothing wrong with the skill itself. $18K. I'm just trying to figure out how, like, the best go about it.
My friend.
While using it.
I can handle myself. I'm afraid we're not finished.
Your Majesty, let me come with you.
Right. I'm getting good. I mean, I guess because you're health recovery, I mean, I might as well use them, Anna. To be honest, it's just use my max stamina. I've not really got to do much with my skills right now because increased damage against enemies or increased weapon and spell damage by 3% of offhand weapons damage. So always put. I feel like always put your offhand weapon at your high. It's like your best weapon and your offhand when you go and dual wield because of that singular trait. Because there's not like a huge difference in them. So if you put like the better weapon in your offhand one, it tends to show like add a bit more weapon and spell damage. If it's scaling off of it. Don't know if that's actually true. That's like the way that I kind of see it.
The things I endure for my people.
Ambush! Watch yourself! My sword is thirsty.
Come on, Queen Iron, let's do this.
The ancestors have forsaken.
I just crit 22k on that one, even the max damage you could have done.
Don't want to stay down here any longer than we have to.
Foolish girl. Our people will never name you that queen.
Destroy that crystal over there. I'll take out the crystal Time to destroy this crystal and move on. Onward we go.
We need to follow Queen Iron. As long as my weapon and spell damage.
The Veiled Queen will lead us.
It feels good to draw my sword again. Let's keep moving.
I'm getting ahead of myself. Queen RN's like, nah, bro, I'm leaving. Like, I'm
Why
staying here.
struggle, Iren? This can only end one
It does damage. And that
I
thing's
feel
fully
the
done up.
ancestors
But it's some,
guiding me.
like, damage, to be fair.
Beyond this door lies the ancestral chamber at the very heart of Tenzelwell. If I complete the ritual and receive the ancestors' blessing, the people will finally accept me as King Tamlien's heir.
Oh.
foolish girl. I serve the Veiled Queen. She is our true leader.
True Altmer do not consort with savages and beasts.
Mercy and civility is weak.
Lorien got what they deserved. Time this
Observe the
ritual was
Queen's
ended.
ritual.
May
You
the
are
ancestors bless us
ritual.
with their wisdom and protection.
The ancestors honor your prayers. May the light of the Eight bless you and guide you.
Let your reign be long and peaceful.
It's finished. Let's get out of this dark place. Follow me.
You're too modest.
Outright worried about... We have dozens.
Razunda. Right. This will be a bad idea because this is like a little like boss. But I'm like curious on what like my survivability is. Obviously, I know for a fact that I'm going to die here because I'm definitely not like built for this. Well, obviously, I'm not going to be able to sit there and fucking survive on like a boss, but this might give me a good estimate on what I can do though. Okay, never mind, no, done. He just fucking rinsed me. But either way, I guess that didn't help. I'll eventually like figure out what I'm doing with my build properly though. But no, I'm enjoying this. Furnish skills. Might just go with sister. Because I might have to use Searing Strike. Because I know the next thing of Searing Strike is then it'll heal me as well. So and then this initial hit always plays Burning Stars, which is like an extra stamina. But I feel like, yeah, it's more damage over time and shit as always. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Confirm that. We don't need the lava wood now. I'm glad respecing it's just like, it's this easy now. So we have that. That's it, we can get heal. The only thing is, there's certain things which you don't really need for now. So like that we don't need, so therefore I want to go to urban heart. Increase my armor. What do you get? Given time, the smallest rock on the mountain. Whenever you deal damage against stack glance over, you your damage done by 1% per stack. Every 2 seconds you know to damage for each stack. I mean, that's just damage. When you cast or deal damage in that ability, increase your critical damage. Oh, okay. The strength of mountains fuels your might explorers. Dealing damage to fully charged heavy also applies off balance. Okay, that could be pretty good. I don't really need that. Nothing there I need. I guess I don't really need too much more then, do I? Bench I want Dragon Blood, because a heal is good. I don't really need that. Increase your damage done with area and over time attacks. Okay, that's actually good. Advanced conic power grants you and your group members minor brutality, increasing weapon damage. Increase your health recovery by up to 350 based on your missing health. Okay, that's a lot of health recovery. Whenever you cast an ability, you start 8 health, 8 magicka, and 8 stamina. For every element spent, each Dragonite ability slot increases its value by 3. Damn, that's really good. I see now. An Ardent Flame, what do we get? Dealing direct damage with an Ardent Flame causes the target to take 5% increased flame damage and reduce their movement. I mean, more damage. That's why I'm using like flame stuff. Tending to your garden flame. Increases your chance of applying the burning staff, so increases its damage done by 20%. Values are influenced by the number of Dragon Knight abilities. Like, damn. This increase your healing taken. I mean, some of these are actually really good. You don't really need to upgrade Molten Weapons, to be honest. I mean, I could get that, but I don't really need it. Obviously, we've got that. I feel like the channeled skill would end up... I might test it out on one of the enemies, actually. Let me test it out. So I can see if I can respec for free. I want, obviously, cast Magicka. I want to see how good it actually is with the channel. So you just tap it and it holds it. Why is that actually like really fucking strong? And it classes as direct damage. Okay. This might be more ideal for leveling actually. I was going to come off, but this is now like actually kind of convinced me to like try this out because Jesus Christ, that's actually good. I was not expecting it to be that strong, to be honest. I kind of thought that being like channeled might not be like that good, like the stuff that's on it. Like it seemed like it was solid, but I was like, is it gonna actually be that good? I think the answer is yes. Damn. That is actually cranked on its strong, it's kind of fucking crazy. And like I said, classes the direct damage, so I heal from it as well. So you can block to get out of it. Damn. Why do I feel like that's actually just like better than pretty much like anything I'm fucking using? Even like my single target stuff. Because like I think it fucking is. It actually is. This thing is insane. This thing is actually mad. It actually is mad. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Actually crazy. I've hardly used it, and I can see this being like a fucking actually kind of like a meta thing. Like, I'm a stamina build, but I actually like kind of want to still use this, even though it's a magical fucking spell. Honestly, it takes fuck all of my magicka anyway. Like, it actually costs fuck all, and it's so strong. Never mind the fact it says it classes as direct damage, so it heals me as well. Is it a mastery thing? Combined with molten weapons, this thing does some nasty damage. Obviously, like single target, I still end up being better using like my single target stuff, but that is like actually like genuinely insane. That is actually mad. Why is that so good? I actually kind of just want to keep that now. I got it. Oh my god, okay, yeah. I really do want to keep that now. So it's just, like what? 3,600 magicka. It, like, looking at what's on it, it just does not feel like it should do that much. What the hell? Why is this thing actually so strong? Like, this is legit actually just baffling me. Why it's this strong? I mean, I might as well go do a daily dungeon. I apologise for people watching, but unfortunately when you need to get into a dungeon, you need to get into a dungeon. I don't like doing this. But unfortunately, it's like the only way to fucking get into a dungeon. I'm not going to go healer, because I physically don't want my team to be down a healer. Because I don't have a single healing spell, so... But I'm not getting into a dungeon as a DPS, so... I know it's only fucking like normal dungeons, but not like veteran dungeons, but I still don't like doing it. So I'd rather go tank than just stop our team from potentially having a healer. Heal myself through sustain, but that's about it. Games I can't heal other people going if a healer just doesn't sit right. Let's try DPS again. Might have to go healer just to get in one. It's only a normal dungeon, right? So I think it's because it's Europe servers and it's like already, what, 2 o'clock. No one's really going to be playing much. Let's go back to tank. I mean, yeah, you can get like fucking like interrupted, but like what you can do with it anyway is still like insane. That I think is kind of a good thing that you can get interrupted with. Because if you could just sit and like hold this and not get interrupted, it'd also be like so OP in fucking PvP as well. Just shoot down a bunch of people with, and I feel like that
Careful.
that would end up being a big problem, to be honest. So like, honestly, being able to get interrupted is actually like a good thing with it, I feel. So if you can't get interrupted, it would just be like so disgusting.
We can get more later. Hurry! Yes, just like that. Apply the salve.
Please don't let me die.
She's alive. That's all that matters. Take her to quarantine. Hear about... No.
Collect some salad. Probably do this quest and end up coming off anyway. Because, yeah, I'll be up early in the morning most likely. So. Just look can't believe how like actually strong this fucking thing is, honestly. I generally do find it kind of concerning. Right now, I'm level 11. I've got a few characters. Like, I'm champion rank 376-ish, somewhere around there. So, like, I've played as every class, personally. It more kind of depends on, like, your playstyle, to be honest, like, with the class that you'll be going. Like, it's more of, like, a playstyle, I would say. Like, if you like being, like, mage, obviously sorcerer. If you like being more tank, Dragon Knight. If you like being more of a healer, probably say, like, Templar or, like, Warden. If you
I'll make the new batch right away, sir.
prefer being like a burst DPS type character, like being like obviously Rogue, Nightblades.
Here you go.
So it depends on like what like if you're like playing like an RPG, what tends to be like your preferred playstyle? Do you prefer tanking? Do you prefer DPS? Do you prefer magic? Do you prefer using bows? Do you prefer melee? Because then I can try to help as well if you want.
So much to do, so little time.
Hey there. Thank you.
Give me a sec. I have to figure something out because I can check messages somehow. I think because I don't know. Let me. Messages have to be like shortened down. Give me one sec. You might have to shorten down messages because for some reason the way that PS5 works, unless there's a way that I can check on now. I know it's stopped. Pretty certain there's a way that I can check the actual messages, but I can't remember how because I don't know how to use the like how a PS second screen works with thingy. I wasn't keen on two-handed weapons. See, two-handed is fine. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of two-handed. Like, I love two-handed weapons in like any RPG game. Like two-handed greatswords, they're my favorite type of weapon. But in this game, they're not bad, but I can't really use them.
What are you doing?
If you want to tank, like two-handed is really good because one of these skills that it gets called Brawler, which just gives you a shield for like each enemy hit, and when you upgrade it, it becomes like really strong shield, so you can actually like just occasionally press it and you will heal, like get like a lot of shield.
Sorry, help. I suppose my brother.
But I'm not a huge fan of two-handed myself. Like I say, it is my favourite weapon type in RPG games, but like I feel like in this, it's not really done justice. They've recently changed the animations, and I think some of the animations look a little weird as well. So that might also be why you don't like it, because like the animation changes, I do think some of them look kind of weird.
No, I'll meet you at my...
Personally. Yes, I play on PS5 like religiously. Like I'm always on my PS5, and like obviously it's on PS5. So, but like, so for some reason, the PS5 is really weird when it comes to the overhaul on the messages. Like all the messages pop up in the top right corner, but for some reason, if a message is like really long, sometimes it can display it, and sometimes it just does little bits, and it's like really confusing. Like I say, it can actually like show a full message if you was to write like a, so like 1,000 words. I know that it like limits you anyway. Not really, I've never really got into PvP, to be honest. It's something that I might do, like obviously say if I'm playing like Dark Souls and stuff, I do PvP religiously in Dark Souls, but like I know that like PvP on this game does genuinely require like min-maxing your build to like mental levels, otherwise you're just not going to do anything. Because people that have like slightly like people that actually like go through all the stuff with their builds will just rinse you and you'll die. Like, unfortunately, that's just how it works. So if I don't really tend to do PvP, I wouldn't mind doing PvP, I guess.
We're here for your... Are you crazy? Look, there's no way anyone... It's a damn...
But I feel like in like MMO type of RPGs, I'm more of like a PvE player naturally. It's well, it depends on stuff. I'm leveling all trees, so obviously I'm using all three of these. I'm using skills from all of them, especially right now, and then also I'm using dual wield. So my main dual wield ones are these two right now for my sustainability, because I need my health back, which morphing them exists 33% of my damage, and then that heals me for 730 health anytime the ability deals damage. So I've gone, so obviously that's the build that I'm going for, that's the sustain that I need. So like because I'm going for like a DPS build, but I've gone for a Nord so I can be like slightly more tanky instead of going like full DPS, because I'm obviously a solo player, so I want to go like full, being able to do solo content easier, which obviously then I need that like a bit more survivability than I do the damage, because it's alright being able to do damage, but if I just die because I don't have the survivability, then so Nord comes out better because of its racial skills for giving me resistances, which turns up to about 6% damage mitigation. So hey, we're in a dungeon. I didn't really want to be healer for it, but I feel like I kind of had no choice, because I was just not getting in a dungeon as tank healer. That's fine.
Wait, who's that? On your feet, you louts. Going back in.
See, I don't see many people play as Wood Elf, to be honest. Like, I've never heard anything bad about Wood Elves. I've never been like a Thor person in like games, so to be fair, personally. So like, going as a Wood Elf with bows for me has never been like anything that I like really want to do. But obviously, like I said, the main thing when it comes to when you want to play the game and enjoy using the build that you want to use, that's the playstyle. Like, it's alright making a build that until you like look online and you realise, oh, this build's like really strong, I can make this build. Which for some people, that might be how they want to play. But like, you're just still better off making a build that you actually enjoy, if you'll just get a better playtime out of it. But those aren't actually bad though in this game. Like, they've got some good like AoE skills. Like you've got like poison spray and shit, which then does poison damage after. Like there's like a big like all enemies in front of you. You got like a rain of arrows skill. The bows genuinely aren't that bad in this game. If you have Warden with bows are actually like a really good like combo type thing. Like Warden and bow is like one of the not like the best, but like one of like the top tier like builds. Like guns. One door. So like the Temple's fine. I've been recently playing at level 26 now, I think. So I've played as Temple before anyway. Actually, I've played as every class. I've like pretty much almost got every class level 50. Obviously, so Dragon Knight has just recently received a rework. So obviously that's why I'm playing as Dragon Knight now. I want to see how Dragon Knight works after the rework. I'm enjoying the new Dragon Knight. So the revamped Dragon Knight and Werewolf recently, they're planning on doing all of the classes. So eventually I'll be like testing them all out, but I'll probably end up doing that on another character. Like, I was trying to make like classes that are like subclassing, so I'm trying to do subclassing to make a build, which isn't bad. Subclassing's fun, because obviously you can use quite a lot of classes, like hits and stuff. Use like 3 different classes in it build to like make like the perfect build. Probably I wouldn't advise subclassing as like your first like character. I mean, you can if you don't like all 3 skills from one of your like whatever starting class you've gone as skill trees. So therefore you can subclass into like something else, but with update 50 they recently added a mechanic which is pure classing. So when you get all 3 of your class skills to rank 50, you get to choose 2 out of like 5 books. I'm yet to actually see what any of them are because of like how I've been playing. I don't really like playing on any of the characters that I've played as already, like old characters. So I've not actually seen what any of them are, but I've heard that they are like supposed to be like really good. Extra like buffs, so like obviously before the meta used to be. This AoE is pretty good, to be honest. I won't expect it to be as good as it is. It's one of the polymorphs to it. Like I was using it before with the other one, and the other one makes it so that it like hits and then lowers defense, which is still good. What the game doesn't end up telling you though is it actually has a hidden damage multiplier. So if I show you one thing, so you'll see obviously your skills converts into a stam ability. The damage over time increases the longer the effect lasts. The flame sears is attacked 7% more damage every 2 seconds. Adds healing based on your max health whenever the ability deals damage for 5,000. Okay, I'm going to need that because I have like 3 sustain abilities now, 2 that damage over time, which will heal me. So like, but otherwise I'm pretty much set. Increase my damage in every amount of time, and then I need this. So this will just skyrocket my damage even further, to be honest. But like I said, I'll show you something. I was gonna. So like I say, it doesn't have this in like this doesn't get mentioned anywhere in the game. So if I go to my skills, you'll notice, say, this skill takes Magicka, this skill takes Magicka. Obviously, this one takes Magicka, but then if I go to my Ardent Flame, this one takes Magicka. But like, say, Dual Wield. So these take Stamina. Because on my character sheet, I put 12 points into Stamina and 3 into health, meaning my Stamina is higher than my Magicka. Only just because I've got gear that boost my Magicka over my Stamina. Just gear to equip. But because my Stamina is higher, you are better off fully speccing into either Stamina or Magicka. You can still go as a mixture and it works perfectly fine. But for like min-maxing purposes, the higher one stat is, the more damage you actually do with them types of abilities. So, say for example, fortunately a dual wield skill, none of them can spec into a Magicka skill, but say they could. So say this one costs 2,700 stamina. If the other morph went into 2,700 Magicka, I'd be doing less damage with the Magicka one because my stamina is higher. So that's like a hidden thing in the game that it doesn't tell you anywhere. So obviously this is Magicka, this ability, so technically it's doing less damage than what it could be doing, but the skill naturally is just better than the stamina version anyway, so it's not doing less damage. But that's how the game works. It's like a hidden little damage thing from your Magicka and stamina that it doesn't actually tell you about. Which I don't know why it doesn't tell you. I feel like it's kind of an important thing for like min-maxing or even for people starting out, so they actually have to like, so then they actually know what to put the stats into. Let's see. Oh my god, yeah. That is some sustain actually. Like just the heals and just the damage over time ones. 792, 866. Never mind if I do that and then hit with this, I actually gain quite a lot. That heals quite a lot actually. Yeah, okay. That adds a decent amount of sustain, to be honest. So this is just me like testing out how my build's gonna work. Like I have no idea how it's actually gonna work. Plus, you can also hit multiple enemies with the
hurt him.
So that's what I'm like. That's what I'm trying to go for. That's like what I like doing in games. If I can like, offset like in this game, it's a little bit harder to go tanky with like a good DPS. So it's not, but like it's a bit harder than like other like games. But I'm trying to make a build that I can like. Obviously, I'm a solo player, so I'm like completely like solo content and stuff. Like, obviously, when I get further in the game, I'll level up because obviously the enemies like skill view and stuff. I'll slowly start dropping down in damage and stuff. So like, you would end up noticing a difference like later on from like what I'm doing now. You notice they're not killing enemies as quick and they're doing more damage and stuff, which is why I need to try to sort like my sustain out and shit properly to be able to fully do what I need to do for my build. But overall, I'm happy with how my build's working out right now. It's because I've made multiple builds on this game, and then some of them I just kind of lose interest in. Like, so I've got a build which is
My men and I will go round him up.
Cool. Which that build that I've got is a favourite class to play. Favourite class, I'd probably say, has to be the class that I'm playing now, Dragon Knight. It didn't used to be. That's the thing. It never used to be when I first played. Like I said, it was the first class that I ever made when I first played the game years and years ago. But like, it was always a fun class. Like, I never minded playing the class, but I feel like the Dragon Knight back then used to be like mainly because before like some of the updates came out, like when the game first came out, every class basically had its set route, whereas now with like all the updates and stuff, that's changed like a lot, and you can pretty much do what you want with any class. Like you can literally make a tank sorcerer and it works way too well. Whereas back then it was, if you was going as a sorcerer, you pretty much had to go as a magic sorcerer. You could still go as a stamina sorcerer, but it wouldn't be as effective, like nowhere near, you'd just be nerfing yourself. So back then, obviously, I prefer being a tank in like dungeons and stuff if I'm playing with my friends, so obviously I went Dragon Knight. Wouldn't say it was my favourite, I'd say my favourite back then was probably Templar, because Templar just kind of had more, because Dragon Knight kind of lacked heals, whereas obviously Templar can do damage, it can tank, and it can heal. That's just how it's like kitted out. It's like a pretty average overall character that can do like everything. Then Necromancer came out a while ago, a few years ago, and then Necromancer became my favourite because Necromancer is like a really, really good tank. Like one of the skills that it gets is like a scythe that's called Hungry Scythe. I think that's its morph, and it heals you for like each enemy hit by like quite a decent amount. So when there's loads of enemies, you just used to just heal loads. And I actually have a Necromancer that, to be fair, I probably have him. I probably could check, because I'm pretty certain he'll probably have level 50 on everything. But like, my Necromancer was unkillable. Pretty much. He did no damage. His damage was absolutely pitiful. But the amount that I could just sit there and tank things, I basically was unkillable. But like I said, I did no damage, so it wasn't very viable. It kind of sucked as a build. But for overall tanking, I could just tank literally anything. But like I said, now I honestly say that playing as this, shields are worth using, mainly because there is no one-handed skill tree. There's only dual-wield, two-handed, one-handed shield. So if you want like your own skill tree with only using one-handed swords, then yes, because obviously they give you extra armor. So if you're going as a tank, using a shield is worth it, because you're going to be going one-handed and shield because you're going as tank, because it's like, unless you go down like specific skill trees like the Fire's Guild skill tree and stuff, you'll notice that there's not really a huge amount of taunts in the game. So obviously if you want to tank, you need a taunt. So therefore, you kind of need to go one-handed and shield because it gets a taunt ability. But if you're not going tank, like if you're going DPS or a healer, then using a sword and shield is literally pointless, because like all of their skills are like all defensive, so you don't really want a shield unless you are 100% being a tank. Personally, I'd say I feel like each weapon type has its own different unique uses. So obviously, sword and shield is tank. Dual wield is more, I guess, single target DPS, but then it gets whirlwind, which has like a massive spin that does more damage the lower health enemies get. So if there's like a massive group of enemies, whirlwind can be good. Yeah, I've never got into restoration staff. Like, even if I'm playing as a healer, I will still go destruction staff. Like, I'll literally be a healer and still use destruction staffs, because I like destruction staffs and like magic in this game, which, like, RPGs, I'm not like a magic person, but I'm fine using destruction staffs in this game because of how they work. It's actually not bad. I'm mainly kind of using it because it gets your mana up, magic back up with charge heavies, which is what you need when you're either like playing, or you mainly when you're playing as Templar, because Templar's like main stuff is all kind of magic based. Some stuff you can change into stamina based, but overall it's like stamina based. Like how I've been just basically just using this one skill and it's just winning. See, in this game, because if I loot him, you don't really get much. Like, especially early on, because obviously say, yeah, I can put this glyph in an armor piece, but its minimum level is 10. You really just want to start looting things once you've reached level 50. Like, if you're doing a dungeon, always loot a boss. But then I only take armor that I'll actually use. So, like, obviously, like, right now I'm going medium and heavy. I'm going to be going 5 pieces medium and 2 pieces heavy. So, if I'm doing, like, a dungeon, or, like, say, because I'm doing a delve right now, there'll be a boss in it. I'll loot the boss to see what he's got. But, like, normal enemies is mainly just, you might get, like, a weapon like this, but you're just better off pretty much only looting from dungeons. Like, I never really loot anything in this game because half the stuff that you get isn't really worth it, because you'll just end up finding something better when you do a dungeon anyway. Because, like, and then obviously the dungeons have the dungeon armor. It's like part of like a set bonus, so it naturally just comes with like bonuses if you've got multiple pieces from that set. Whereas it's like the stuff that you're just going to find on like random bodies is just going to be like a piece of like green gear, which kind of sucks. So I tend to just save the looting for literally just like the stuff that it like matters in. Which is basically just dungeons. And money's not really that important in this game, I don't think. I've never really seen much of a use for money. Yeah. Each dungeon has its own, like, drops. But then, even then, you're not really guaranteed to get what you want anyway, because obviously each dungeon has a light, heavy, and medium, like, set piece. So you might have to do, like, the same dungeon multiple times. Sometimes that can be an issue, because obviously you got, like, the daily dungeons, which do a random dungeon. You're always gonna find it quicker to get into a random dungeon than what you are going into, like, searching for a dungeon directly. The issue is, as well, is it's not as much of an issue in veteran dungeons, because obviously a veteran dungeon you, like, fully require, like, a team comp, so you need, like, your 2 DPSs, your healer and your tank. Whereas as you'll notice, like, I had to go as a fucking healer in a dungeon, in my daily dungeon, just so I can get into a match. Obviously mine's also the time, because obviously, like I say, I'm on EU servers and it's 2 in the morning, so on a Thursday, so, like, you know, now Friday, but people will be sleeping and stuff, so no one's really going to be playing at this time. But most people end up being DPS, because it's just, like, the base thing for, like, every build. Like, every build can be a DPS. Not every build really can tank. And then, not every build really can heal, because, like, Dragon Knight has a heal for himself, but he doesn't heal teammates, so therefore you can't really go as a Dragon Knight healer. Go as Dragon Knight DPS and Dragon Knight tank. It's pretty much the same as Necromancer. Necromancer can be a healer, but he's not the best, because he also takes his own health to heal other people. But, like, yeah, like, going into another dungeon of the same dungeon will usually take longer, because people, like, unfortunately, gear isn't really that dependent right now anyway. Your gear mainly comes into play once you've reached level 50. Because obviously that's when you can start doing veteran dungeons. You're not going to be able to do veteran dungeons straight away, and people will moan at you if you go into a veteran dungeon while you're, like, not that high champion level, so you're basically going to have to, like, I think I've only done one veteran dungeon, and I pretty much had to get carried through it, because, like I said, you kind of need to be, like, people tend to want people that are, like, champion rank about, like, 700 plus to do veteran dungeons, unfortunately. So you're not going to be doing a veteran dungeon for a while, even after reaching level 50. But you still can do them. It's just going to be very difficult. And then obviously you then need all of your gear and stuff, which, like I said, then you'll start getting gear from veteran dungeons, which you can then use, which is when you start actually making your build. Like, anything up to level 50 is pretty much pointless, because you're just going to swap it out when you do your daily dungeons and shit. Like, set pieces aren't really that important early on. They help, but with how quickly you're going to be swapping them out, it's pointless trying to go for a set until you're, like, I'd probably say until, like, level 40 plus, because you can kind of start making a bit of a build after level 40. But you'll still end up swapping it all out by the time you're 50 anyway, and then at least, like, so basically, the best way to make a build is wait till your champion rank 160. I don't know why it's 160, but the max level gear that you can get is at level 50 and champion rank 160. Do not know why they chose 160, but unfortunately that's just the number that it is. It's like if I was to swap a character, all of my gear would be at level 50 and champion, say level 50 and then CP 160, because obviously I'd be champion rank 160. So I'm champion rank 300, but I can only pick up gear that is 160. So And getting to 160 isn't, it don't really take that long, because every character, when you get character level 50, it gives you like an XP boost, pretty much, for your champion points. It says like you'll gain your champion points at an increased rate. So it don't really take that long, but that's when you fully can start investing in a build. So once you reach level 50, you can obviously do dungeons and make a build. That's perfectly fine. But your main point really is at 160 on your champion rank. Because that's when, no matter what, how much more you level up, your champion rank will always, your gear will always be champion points 160. So it's like the best it can be. And obviously the rest of the champion points you end up getting are just kind of like extra buffs for your character on your like champion screen, like on these three. It's like obviously I've put some points into some because I have like 125 in each or something. Honestly, yeah. That's literally all it is. You just need to find a playstyle that you like. I mean, like, even if, say, you prefer like a certain playstyle, you might find that it's completely different on this game, and what you like, you may not want to go with. Like, you might decide that, say, you like using magic in games, but then you might not like how the magic or how like the sorcerer like plays, and you want to then, because of that, you decide to swap. The guards are too much. You can't even kill the guards. Right, here's a little test on how my survivability is, because this guy is like... So these skull symbols with the swords in are like little, kind of like world bosses kind of thing. I don't think they're actually classed as world bosses, but they're like little... Basically just like bosses that you can fight, so... These can be a good test on if your builds are good. Obviously some are like easier than others. I'm main heal now, right now. It's gonna come from using searing strikes. The heal is pretty decent, to be honest. So the main heal is gonna... So luckily with like... the heal over time and stuff. And then I can kind of reliably like tank. So I'm in heal going from the series strikes. Like initial burst of damage. Nice cut then. Get some stamina back. we're definitely not doing bad though. I'm going medium and I've never really been one to get into using light armor on this game. Like, I prefer medium. I mean, it depends. Basically, what you want is, even if you're going light armor, you always, and I mean always, yeah, they're world bosses. So you always go for you'll always go 5 into whatever you're using and then 2 into something else. So like if you're going a full like mage type thing where you're using stamina and using magicka, you'll still go 5 magicka and then 2 into heavy armor, so 5 light armor, 2 heavy armor. Just because of the extra sustainance, I believe that the heavy armor gives you. It's not really worth using full pieces of 1 armor. And plus, I think if you max out, I can't remember how it works, but I know that if you can max out, I don't know if this is if you max out all skill trees or if it's like something else, but there is a bonus thing for if you have 5 pieces of, like, say, like medium armor, and then 1 piece of light and 1 piece of heavy as well. So that's like also a thing. Like, I don't quite know how they work. So I'm just going to be going 5 medium and 2 heavy. It's like, say if you're being a like full tank, you don't even go for 7 heavy. You'll go like, if you go in as like a stamina tank, you'll go 5 heavy and 2 medium. But if you go in as a magicka tank, you'll go as 5 heavy and 2 light. You always seem to go 5 pieces of your main, and then 2 of whichever else is like the most beneficial for you. You never go full send into like all 7 pieces of 1 armor. That's like pretty much how the game's wired. Is you just go 5 and 2 on your armor all the time, no matter what length you go in. See, like, early on, that doesn't really matter. Like, obviously, early on, you want to try to get, like, if you can, you want to use, like, 1 type mainly to, like, level up. Because obviously, the way that it works is it bases it off. The more pieces of a single type of armor you have, the quicker your skill tree with that piece of armor will fill up. I might die now. Oops. That's fine. I'll use a soldier. If I can even get out of this, I'll be able to summon. Maybe. Is there a way out here? I feel like I shouldn't be down here. Okay, I guess I'm having to TP out. Most likely. Unless I can get out. I might have just like screwed myself. Yeah, because like I said, the more pieces of armor you have, the quicker it'll level up your skills with that armor. So you can just like use one piece, but like I said, for like the bonuses, you would want like a 5 and a 2. Unfortunately, I can't really show you right now like the stats and stuff because I don't have pieces of like any. Plus, if I've just done that to myself, I have to go all the way back over here. The amount of times I've come down this fucking little hole is insane. You'd think I'd know better, but apparently not. I've always wanted to make a character like dedicated to crafting stuff, because the thing is as well, if you're wanting to level up, if your like crafting is like high enough, you can make gear. It's like obviously there's like a trainee set type thing that increases your what is it? That increases your XP for enemies killed. And the gear that you can craft when you've got full on everything can increase the XP you gain from killing enemies up to a total of 96% from all 7 pieces. Can't bother doing the maths of how much armor that is, or how much XP gain that is for each piece, but it equates to 96% on when all pieces have been made. What? 7, 10 would be 70. 15 would be 90. So like 15-16% XP per piece if you've like crafted the armor with like enough crafting skill and shit, which can be good. It's like really good for like if you want to just farm up like as quick as possible. And I've always wanted to make a character like designated purely like to crafting, to like craft all my people gear, because obviously you can put them in the stash. But then now that respecking is a thing that you can just do for free, I feel like that's kind of pointless making a brand new character for it, because you don't need to anymore. Like I could just level crafting up. The issue before is respecking like wasn't a thing for like a long time. Then they made it, and it cost like a lot of money, like a lot of gold. And then now they've just kind of made it so you can just respec for free. So you don't need a brand new character just for crafting, which is what I always wanted to do. I never did, because you'd have to get that character to level 50 and then respec him using all your fucking money. Or back in the day, when I first started playing, I'd have to make a character that I'd somehow have to get to level 50 without putting any fucking skill points in hardly, so that I could then max out all his like smithing and stuff. Whereas now you can do it a lot easier. I am dangerous on fall. I always play dangerous when it comes to fall damage. Hey, to be fair, I can just revive myself anyway, so... I'm probably going to weapon swap into a bow, for grinding purposes. I'm not really going to use it, but it's just that I can shoot things. But that of a range spell with Dragon Necro. Let's see what this does. I mean, there's a lot of enemies, so this does direct damage on just heals. Quite a fair bit. This is such a fucking like OP spell, honestly. This skill is so good. See, stealth DPS isn't really... See, so the thing with like stealth is only really usable. Like if you want to make like a full-on build that you kind of like sneak around and like sabotage and just like fucking kill people, that's like a PvP build. So you're not really gonna get much out of making like a sneak build on PvE. That is like strictly like a PvP build. Anyway, main hand back up. I need both. I do have. Increase weapon and spell critical by 5.2%. That's actually not bad. But I'm not really going to use the bow. I've just kind of put on the bow because it's like the best thing for now. More stamina. Much people feel. So now I've got a lot more medium armor. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that I've shoulder pads, but then that's 5, so I'm done now. So you'll notice I have quite a bit more stamina. I've got my weapon swap, which if I use another Prophet's Dagger, because I'm only going to be using my dual wield set still. Nord Resist Frost gives me a bit more health. Not a lot, but it's there. The next upgrade will be 1157 max health. That's my main thing, is the stamina and then the ultimate. And then the spell resistance. Medium armor. So increase my critical damage and healing done. Perfect. Woodwork, increase my stamina recovery. Perfect. And then so obviously heavy armor reduces the damage taken by 1%. It isn't necessarily a lot, that's 2%. And then increased damage taken by magical attacks. But like, that's perfectly fine. Medium, I just reduce damage taken from every effect attack by 2%, increase movement speed by 2% while immune to crowd control. Like, I could go for like dual wield. I need ambidextrous. Increase my damage more. See, so now I can lure enemies easier without having to run up to them. And just shoot them to lure them. Which is a lot better for farming then, and I can just do this. That is actually just so wrong. So I don't have enough skill points to put more points into things, but that is so wrong. That skill is like way too good, honestly. Fucking hell, this bow. Molten bow looks cool. Whoa. I actually love the design on the molten weapons. It's the fact that it deals direct damage as well, so while doing it, it also heals me. Because one of the mastery nodes that I've got, one of on my mastery champion ranks, I'll show you in a minute. So, let's see, it says. So I personally don't fully understand what gets considered this ability is considered direct damage but can trigger wildfire embers once every 4 seconds. Each tick, so usually it'll say what type of damage it does. So that deals bleed damage and heal. So usually when things are physical type damage, they're classed as direct damage. So obviously this does fire damage, but because it says this ability is considered direct damage, if I go to my champion points and go to warfare, I have this. When I deal direct damage, I heal for 7% of the damage done. So now you imagine every single enemy is getting hit by like whatever. I'm now healing for 7% of that every time. So what, 4,500, 5,000, so you can see like my health. You see the health numbers, like where my health are? Going up 300, 400, 500. Because that's just the health that I'm just gaining from just using that, which is what also helps with my survivability. And especially when there's like a lot of enemies and I can just use that and keep my health up, it's kind of wrong. Especially with how much damage it actually does. Yeah, it is super sustainable. In fact, it can pretty much kill anything right now. This is like one of the best farming spots in the game because it's like a high density area with like a lot of these drows. It's not much I don't want to farm one area repeatedly. Like I used to do that and it honestly gets really boring. Why I tend to mainly just like come on for like daily dungeons, but yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna head off anyway, so because I'm gonna go to sleep. It's like 3 in the morning, so I will catch you later. So I don't really have like a set schedule for streaming at the moment. I just kind of stream when I feel like it. But me and my partner, she's with like trying to sort out my gaming room. So when I've got like my gaming room, I can have like an actual like streaming schedule, and then if you ever want to hop in on any of them, I'll end up eventually setting up a proper schedule for streaming, and then I'll be like streaming like a few times a week on like it's like a set time every like time. So that's fine. Feel free to subscribe if you want. I'm gonna head off myself. Always down to help if you need it. Just gonna quickly look through this, see what I can put on. So I've got, can't use any of them. See how much I get. If I insta-kill one of these with this full thing. Oh, with crits I can get a few crits. About fuck no. Can I actually just like burst down stuff? Before I come off, I want to see if I can. I think we should burst down a good with like a single use of it. Kind of, in a way. Might as well put on that necklace. Use magic across his bills. This is actually fucking solid. But yeah, so that is me done. I'm gonna now come off, and I will see you all the next time I'm streaming. Feel free to subscribe if you want, and I will see you next time. So, see you.